And we are live. What is up, people of this universe, and welcome to another episode of Brew with Abdu. Today's video is kind of different because in today's video, I'm going to react to another video that I came across, and I thought it was important to put out my perspective and my points of view about that topic, because I think that topic is really important to understand for a lot of people. So this video is by Mr. Murtaza Badri. He's a life coach and he does some great work. But I thought that in this video, his topic could have been better portrayed and the message could have been better conveyed. So I'm going to do that. I just want to put out a disclaimer that this video is in no way harming or disrespecting Mr. Murtaza Badri or his work. Kudos to this person for working hard and doing what he believes is amazing. But I think it's important to talk about this video, and I'm going to comment my views and my reactions to his video. So let's get into the video.
How long would an orange last? One shot and the orange is now juice.
Happiness equals reality minus expectation.
I'm going outside the window and jumping down to the
Oh my God, are you serious?
There is multiple ways of achieving your target.
The life of a man is to study, build a career or a business, get a job, go to the job from morning, he gets up, he goes to the job, he works all day, comes home late, gets his dinner done, basic time with family, and again the whole routine starts. Is this what men have signed up for?
All right, I'm going to pause there. I'm going to comment my views. So he's talking about a typical man where he goes to work, hustles all day, comes home late, and spends as little time as possible, as much time as possible, I would say, with his family, with his wife and kids and parents. And that's the end of the day. And then the next day begins, he does the same thing. So there's a routine every single day. I don't think there's a problem in this. He's asking, is this what men have signed up for? I think we are not signed up for this. I think it's our imperative, it's our masculine imperative to provide for our family, to earn a certain level of income so that our families can live a better life than what we do. That's our imperative, and I think that pushes every man every single day towards becoming better, towards making more money, having a stable job or a business, and just all in all pushing forward every single day. That's what I think it is. So you don't sign up for this. You're already in this the moment you're born, because the society is built on complex structures, and we all have our roles to play. We all have our duties to fulfill. And a typical man has his duties to fulfill towards his immediate family, towards his loved ones, his friends, and the broader community, right? Because a man works to create a legacy. That's his imperative. He does things. That's why he sacrifices a lot of things. He sacrifices his own life, his own interests, his own entertainment, his own peace for the peace of his loved ones and the greater community. So I think it's not what men have signed up for. It's what men are supposed to do. Because when you say you're signed up for, it sounds like a choice. Men don't have a choice. Men have to do this because they have a masculine imperative to protect and provide for their family. That's what I believe. Let's continue.
My question is, who set this whole routine that you have to go in the morning, take your lunch and work till evening, and then come back in the evening, and then you work for 5, 6 or 7 days, and in the weekend just spend a little time with your spouse and kids, go take them to a mall, feed them, watch a movie, and your responsibility is done, and again start the whole humdrum from Monday morning again.
So he's asking who set this routine and who told men have to do this certain way. Nobody has told them, right? But as I said earlier, the society is built on complex structures, and every single person has his or her job and roles to play, right? A typical woman's job is to nurture her family and care for her family, provide meals, take care of the home, make the house a home, and give a peaceful environment for her husband and her kids and her parents. And the man's duty or the role in a society is to protect and provide his family, his loved ones, his friends, and the greater community. So these are unsaid, unspoken truths. These are unspoken roles that we need to play. Nobody has set these routines that you have to go out there and do this. It's a society that's built upon thousands and thousands of years of complex structures, and that really works. We don't have to break the system to break free ourselves. That's what I think. And again, I'm not saying every man has to do this. I'm not saying every man should do this. I'm just saying this is how the society is built. And I think no matter how many people hate on society, I think the society is built on complex structures that really work. Without our society, we would be just broken people roaming around aimlessly, having no structure, having no purpose. And I think society does a great job for that. So yeah, I'm not saying every man has to do this, but I'm saying if a man thinks that he needs to protect and provide for his family and loved ones and leave a certain legacy of himself in this world, then he needs to do his jobs and he needs to fulfill it to the best of his ability. That's what I think. Let's move ahead.
Why? Why can't the man have it all? Why can't he work, make the income, grow the business, at the same time enjoy his time with his spouse, his kids, himself, do personal growth, focus on physical fitness, and not just go crazy over making money, a career, providing, paying the bills? Because that's what today's man is doing. Comment below if
Right.
you...
So Mr. Murtaza Badri is talking about a utopian life where everything is perfect. A man is working, making all the money that he needs to, and at the same time, he's able to spend time with his loved ones, with his family, with his kids, and enjoy his life. That's a utopian life. I don't necessarily believe that that's certainly true for the majority of the world, or that can be certainly true for the majority of the world, because, like I said, the society is built to provide for the whole of humanity, right? And when you break the system, let's say you have a plumber. A plumber is a really important job to play in a society. Without that, our homes would not function. Without that, our businesses would not function, right? So we need plumbers in this world. So if you say that plumbers don't have to work and just sit at home, stay with your family, something's going to give you money. Money's going to come from the sky, and just spend time with your family. That's not possible, right? We need plumbers, and we need to motivate more people to become plumbers so that the plumbing community can have more people who can provide better solutions for the society, right? So I don't think I agree with that. That's a utopian life where everything is, you can have this life, let's say 20 years down the line, when everything is done by AI, when everything is done by machines, and you don't need to work for anything. So you can live your life at home, the money's flowing. But that's a utopian life. That's not possible today. And I think throughout history, that was never possible. Men had to go out to work and provide for his family and loved ones. And that's how it's always been. There's a saying that we don't live on what should be, we live on what is, right? So the current society, what is that men need to go out there, earn an income, make money, provide for his family, provide a better life. If you don't earn more money, you can't provide better life for your family. You can't provide the things that your wife needs. You can't provide better education for your kids. There are so many things that are joined, that are connected to a man making money. So I think it's really important. I don't think we should dehumanize what men do in society. They do spectacular things. And the gratitude for all these men is very little, I think. And we're depleting that gratitude day by day by saying that we don't need all these men to work for all these things. It's really important for the proper functioning of the society as a whole. So that's what my thoughts are. And I just want to quote a few things from a book that I read. It's called The Hero Code, and there were some beautiful things that are related to this video. I'm just going to read those codes. He who would accomplish little must sacrifice little. He who would achieve much must sacrifice much. And he who would attain highly must sacrifice greatly. I think it's really important to understand this code, that people who sacrifice very little, right? So let's say they sacrifice very little time spending with their family. So they're spending more time with their family and loved ones, and they're enjoying that time. So they achieve very less. They have poorer life conditions. They have poorer lifestyles. Their kids are not well educated. Their kids don't go to good schools. And all these things, they don't eat the right amount of foods. They don't eat healthy foods. All these things happen when you sacrifice little. But the more you keep sacrificing, the more you achieve, and the more your lives become better. So sacrifice is really important. I think you sacrifice spending time with your loved ones in order to provide a better life for your loved ones. I think that's a very noble cause by men, majority of men. And women do the same, right? Women can't say that I'm not going to take care of the kids, I'm not going to take care of the home, I'm not going to take care of my husband, I'm just going to spend time with my family. They can't do that. They have their own responsibilities, and if they don't fulfill those responsibilities, every home would be wrecked, right? We would not have proper functioning homes. Hence, we would not have proper functioning societies. So that's what I think is really important. Every person in a society has a certain job or a role to play that they need to fulfill. Let's move on to something else that I read in the book that I understood. They say that he was willing to sacrifice his life for a cause greater than himself. It is the essence of service over self, right? So when you're willing to sacrifice your life for a cause greater than you, right? So a man understands that he has a cause that is greater than himself. So he needs to sacrifice his own abilities, his own life, his own time to make more money, to provide a better life for his family, right? That's a greater cause in an individual self. Then you can move on and you can say that a man also does these things, extra things, that provides for the whole of community, or the whole of society, or the whole of humanity, right? There are great people like that. So I think sacrifice is really important, and we should not neglect the importance of sacrifice in our lives. Then he goes on to say, for most of us, our sacrifices do not come in one shining moment of extraordinary valor, right? It doesn't come for all of us. Some might be, but for most of us, it doesn't come that way. Our sacrifices are little acts over time that build upon themselves, and over time become something worthwhile, something remarkable. That's what it is, right? A man spends 20 years, 30 years perfecting his life, perfecting his work, his career, trying to up how much he can provide for his family and loved ones. So that's incremental sacrifices that a man makes throughout his life, and that's really important for a better functioning of the society. Then he goes on to talk about, in one of the chapters, it's called duty. So we need to understand this in terms of duty as well. He says, we must do our jobs to the best of our ability, not because it serves our interests, but because it serves the interests of others. We do not live in this world alone. Duty is a recognition that you have a responsibility towards your fellow men and women. If you want to be a hero, just do your duty. So that's really important. Again, you need to understand that what you're doing is a duty towards your fellow men and women, and you cannot neglect that. If you neglect that, what do you have in life? You have nothing. If you don't have a purpose, you're just aimlessly spending time with your family. Nobody's going to respect you. Nobody's going to love you even then, right? A family loves a man when the man provides better and better life. That's how the family reciprocates their love. That's how the man also loves his family. It's not necessary that a man only loves his family when he spends more time. A man can love his family if he keeps on increasing how he's providing a lifestyle for his family as well. So that's really important. That's a duty that towards your family, your loved ones, your friends, and your community. You can give more towards the community. You can do charitable things. You can donate a lot of your income towards people who are less fortunate. So I think it's really important to not neglect all these things and understand that a man's role is really important in society, and their struggle is real, and we need to respect that struggle. We need to push them. We need to, as a family, we need to motivate them to move further in life and to go out there and get it, right? And you look at all the men, just imagine, as a man, if you're always home, you're not working, you're not going out to work, you're always home, you don't like that. There's some kind of itch, there's something inside you that keeps on telling you to go out there, push yourself, make money, build a better life, provide for your family. There's something inside us, right? And that will not let you stay home for long. You can stay for a day, for 2 days, for 3 days as a vacation, right? But after that, you want to. There's an itch inside you, there's an urge that makes you want to go to work, that makes you want to go out there and make a better life for yourself and your family and your community. So I think that's really important. And I think I've spoken a lot. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Again, Mr. Murtaza Badri, there's no disrespect, there's no offense. I really respect your work. And I hope you can come up with more better critical thinking for all these aspects and topics. And I hope you guys learn a thing or two in this video. If you have any opposing views to what I've said, please comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Your thoughts and opinions are more than welcome in my life. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one.